So I just came across this toolkit called DebugSwift that's all about enhancing the debugging experience for Swift apps. Sounds intriguing, right?
Absolutely. What caught my attention was how it streamlines the whole debugging process. What features does it offer?
Well, there's a network inspector that captures HTTP requests and responses. It even has a WebSocket inspector that works without any configuration.
Wait, seriously. That could save so much time. But I wonder, how does it handle performance monitoring?
Great question. It provides real-time metrics like CPU and memory usage, plus it can automatically detect memory leaks.
That's impressive. But does it really capture all that accurately? I mean, isn't there a risk of inaccurate readings?
That's a valid point. I suppose the accuracy depends on how it integrates with the app's lifecycle. They claim it gives detailed stack traces for issues.
Interesting. And what about the crash reports? How detailed are they?
They provide crash analysis with screenshots and stack traces. It sounds like a comprehensive approach.
That does sound useful. But what if developers need to customize their debugging actions? Can they do that?
Yes, DebugSwift allows you to add custom debugging actions. You can tailor it to fit your needs.
That's really cool. I assume this is especially handy for larger teams.
Definitely, it helps maintain consistency across different developers' workflows. I mean, debugging can be a bit chaotic.
Absolutely, and I love the potential for collaboration. But what about setup? Is it complicated?
Not at all, you can easily integrate it with Swift Package Manager or CocoaPods. The setup looks pretty straightforward.
Okay, but do all the features work on Apple Silicon? That's a big concern nowadays.
Good news, DebugSwift fully supports Apple Silicon with native ARM64 builds. No compatibility issues.
That's a relief. What about network encryption? Is there support for that?
Definitely, it supports automatic decryption of encrypted API responses, which should make debugging encrypted apps easier.
That's a game changer. But do they offer any features for visual debugging, like UI elements?
Yes, there's an interface tools section where you can visualize view hierarchies and even slow down animations for easier inspection.
Wow, that's impressive. I can see how that would help developers spot layout issues.
For sure, and they even have a grid overlay feature to help align UI elements, so handy.
But I wonder, are there any limitations? Like, does it only work with certain iOS versions?
It requires iOS 14 or later, so that could be a limitation for some projects.
That might restrict its adoption a bit. But what about the learning curve?
They aim to make it intuitive, but there could be a slight learning curve if you want to master all its features.
That's fair. But I think a toolkit like this could really streamline workflows and enhance productivity.
Definitely, I mean reducing debugging time can free up developers for more creative tasks.
Exactly. Plus, if it helps in catching bugs early, that's a big win for app stability.
Right, and with the custom actions and integrations, it sounds like it can adapt to various workflows.
I'm curious, how often do they update the toolkit? Staying current is crucial.
They seem to be quite active on GitHub, so I expect regular updates and new features.
That's good to hear. I think it's always a plus when projects are community-driven like this.
For sure, it really fosters growth and innovation. Plus, the contributors get recognized for their efforts.
Right? So, what do you think the biggest takeaway is from all this?
I'd say it's all about enhancing developer efficiency and making debugging less of a headache.
And perhaps encouraging collaboration within teams, which is equally important.
Absolutely, it seems like a powerful tool for anyone working with Swift, definitely worth checking out.
For sure, I'll have to dig deeper into its capabilities. It sounds like it could change the game.